Good morning, I'm Trace, and you're watching EarthStar. I'm reading to you from my angel calendar today. Myriad solutions await your beck and call. If only you will set your mind on the dial of solutions instead of problems. Now we are entering a very, very interesting time in the cosmos right now. And the moon is going into Cancer, which is quite an emotional time for us. So let's be patient. Let's be aware of what's irritating us around us. Let's find safety in our home, in our garden, in our everyday routines, and beware of our emotional ups and downs, because we know that we need to discipline ourselves with people around us. And here we are asked to dial into the solutions rather than the problems. So, I think of gratitude straight away with that. That is the first thing I think of when it comes to finding solutions rather than focusing on the problems. Today I've got two decks here that I want to read from. Oracle decks, as I promised. The first one is a little healing deck, which is here. And my second one is the herbal astrology, which is one of my most favorite decks. It really is such a beautiful, interesting deck. So I'll read from the guide because it gives you a little medicinal knowledge of that. So let's have a look to see what let's take a little break there, and we've got, be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Now, isn't that just amazing? That fits in so beautifully with what came in with today's moon. So let's put that there and move everything out the way. And then here we've got my beautiful herbal astrology cards, and we've got rosemary, ancient memory. Let me just put that into my stand here and zoom out a little bit. Right, now that I've got myself organized and the zoom out, let's have a look to see what Rosemary has to say. Doesn't she just look like a beautiful healer? I see that there's the sun symbol there and Mercury. So she's obviously communicating through the radiance of the sun. Let's move this down here so we can have a better view of our collective message today. Let's put a crystal in here to hold that up. Right, let me read to you what Rosemary says for us today. So this is about ancient memory, this is about remembrance, this is about recollection, this is about commitment to our loyalty of ourselves. Rosemary has been used medicinally dating back to the ancient Greeks and Romans in 500 AC. Dried sprigs of rosemary even showed up in Egyptian tombs as early as 3000 BC. I love the history of this. The ancients were well acquainted with the hardy shrub, which has a reputation for strengthening the mind and the memory. It's become the symbol of fidelity for new lovers during wedding ceremonies, as well as used in the religious rites and funerals. During weddings, it was entwined in the wreath worn by the bride and dipped in scented water to bless the union of the symbol of the sacred moment of the eternal loyalty. Even today, rosemary is used to improve memory. Legend is that Virgin Mary, I thought it was the Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus, as she fled from Egypt, sheltered next to a rosemary bush. She threw her cape over the bush, and the white flowers turned blue. Since then, the precious herb is called Rose of Mary. So there you go, rosemary. Ruled by both Mercury and the planet of mind, and the sun. Sorry, let me start that again. Ruled by both Mercury, the planet of mind, and the sun, planet representatives of our ego and our superego. Rosemary embodies this holy connection. The mind of the ego is the superego and the higher mind. Now, that fits so nicely with everything that's coming in today, saying to us that we need to find solutions to the problems, not let our ego get involved, and to be aware that our thoughts and feelings are just impactful as our actions. So, like if we are getting irritated by people, is it about our ego? Is it about our place where we are, in the meaning, our position where we are in the hierarchy? This card signifies past feelings and emotions that are on surface deep within ourselves, and we may find that yourself remembering and assessing certain memories today. Rosemary assists in the healing through a multidimensional shift, reminding us to use the power of vision to see beyond the context of our daily life. Don't disassociate or getting consumed by the veil and broadcast emotional imbalance. Call upon rosemary as a guiding light to see beyond the veil of confusion and stay committed to the vision that moves you. Isn't that interesting? Oh, such a beautiful message for us today. Now, that noise you heard in the background, it's a bird. Everybody says to me, "Are those babies?" That's a beautiful bird called the ibis, which you find in the tarot card, the star card. So that is a message from the ibis today. This little edging there saying, yes, bring in that beautiful rosemary energy into your day. Have an awesome day, everybody. Chat to you soon. Take care.